So hello gamers, today I'm going to be asking a very important question with the new suppressor changes in the test plays currently. Which suppressor is the best? Now this is actually a pretty loaded question because there are a lot of suppressors that do different stuff. If you want a full suppressor video talking about every single suppressor in the entire game, make sure to check out my video on ranking the new suppressors. I'm going to go over a few top picks and I'm going to tell you which one is probably the best. The default suppressor does not reduce really anything except aiming walk speed, which does not matter. It reduces your recoil by a tiny bit. It is very quiet. It doesn't reduce damage. It doesn't reduce velocity, ranges, anything like that. It just makes your gun quiet and gives you less recoil. This is a very solid suppressor. However, a compensator will probably do you better. It only reduces your rotational recoil by like 5%, which is not a huge deal. You will get less recoil, but not a huge noticeable amount or anything, and it's pretty good overall. Now, you're probably wondering, muffler and oil filter, are these still the best suppressors in the game? And I'm going to tell you right now, probably not. The muffler actually reduces your velocity by 10%, which is pretty crazy because none of the other suppressors in the game currently really do that. The oil filter also does reduce your velocity by 10%, and they will both reduce your fire rate. So actually, muffler and oil filter aren't really too great unless you want the advantage of lower RPM because you don't want to dump mags as fast. But now I'm going to get on to what I think is probably the best suppressor in the game right now, the Osprey suppressor. Now, the Osprey suppressor is only on specific guns. However, it increases your min damage range like a long barrel would, and it does make your walk speed and stuff slower, but it is incredibly quiet. And keep in mind, the Colt SMG, lots of recoil. It makes your hip fire very good. You're probably wondering, what's the downside? You kind of walk slower, that's about it. It doesn't reduce your velocity, your damage, it increases your ranges, and it makes your hip fire better. So this is a very good option. I would say probably tied with the long barrel on the guns that it's on. And keep in mind, it is not on every single gun. So I'd say default suppressor might be better for this. There are some specialty suppressors, but none of them are as good as the Osprey. The one on the SR3M is pretty good, but I'd prefer a compensator to be real. Yeah, this thing goes crazy, dude. Keep in mind, this doesn't really affect aiming too much in terms of recoil, but the better ranges is worth it, and it's super quiet. Let's be real, suppressors aren't really for aiming anyway. They're not really for recoil control in general, and the fact that this makes your hip fire very good is actually just, it's worth it, man. Like, the Colt SMG has so much recoil, and this actually makes your hip fire good. So overall, Osprey suppressor or regular suppressor, if you want to see every single suppressor ring, make sure to check out my full video. But if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like and sub, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.